Boris Johnson and his government must up their game to save and strengthen the Union, senior Scottish Conservative figures have warned, as the bigger SNP force at Westminster poses an even greater threat to the survival of the United Kingdom. The call to create a union ethos across government came as the Prime Minister chaired the first cabinet of the new parliamentary session and vowed to work flat out to deliver on his new government's priorities, most notably getting Brexit done. To this end, he will not attend next month's World Economic Forum in Davos in the Swiss Alps and has also banned ministers from doing so. In the Commons, the Tory leader received a rousing roar of support from the so-called blue surge of Conservative MPs as he made his first appearance at the dispatch box to pay tribute to Sir Lindsay Hoyle, who was reaffirmed as the new Commons Speaker. In his short address to MPs, Mr Johnson insisted voters had returned one of the best parliaments this country has ever produced. The self-styled Minister for the Union rebuffed Nicola Sturgeon's call for Holyrood to have the power to hold a second vote on Scotland's future, saying, "It is my belief and the belief of most honourable members in this House that we should resist the calls of those who would break up that United Kingdom. And as the Parliament of the UK we should politely and respectfully defend that partnership and that union." And Downing St announced Douglas Ross, the MP for Moray, had been made a junior minister at the Scotland office. This post and that of a whip will be unpaid. It looks certain Mr Ross will not be able to continue his extracurricular role as a football linesman. The fact Mr Ross's positions are unpaid suggested Scottish Secretary Alistair Jack would see the appointment of another colleague in a paid role at Dover House. Before the election there were two junior ministers, both of whom also had jobs elsewhere in government. Last night, ahead of a reception for NHS staff in Downing Street later today, the PM underscored his government's focus on healthcare by announcing that south of the border, all nursing students on courses from September 2020 would receive a £5,000 a year grant. Additional payments of up to £3,000 would be available for students in regions or specialisms struggling to recruit or to help students cover childcare costs, and there would be an urgent review into the doctors' pensions taper problem. I have heard loud and clear that the priority of the British people is to focus on the NHS and to make sure this treasured institution has everything it needs to deliver world-class care, declared Mr Johnson. The dedicated doctors and nurses epitomise everything that makes the NHS so revered across the world: skill, compassion, energy and dedication. At the heart of our manifest. For more on this story, visit the news article link.